Fundrise account update, week 15. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, another week of investing, but a new year of investing. We've been doing this now for 2 weeks within 2022, and I'm really excited about this year. I'm really excited about my Fundrise account. I'm really excited about my investing in general for the year, and I'm really excited about all the new books I'm going to read, all the new information I'm going to apply to all my brokerage accounts, my physical real estate, my budget, things like that. And just really happy with where I am financially, where my wife and I are financially moving into 2022. Now, I'm really excited about today's video, simply because there's an aspect of Fundrise that has happened today that has never happened to me before. There's actually two different things that have happened on my account that have never happened before, and I really want to touch on those things. I really want to talk about those things because I think they're incredibly important to the future success of this account, but also will open people's eyes to real estate and how it actually operates on a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month basis, and why it's very important to have a long time horizon whenever you're investing. So let's jump over to the account, let's dive into it, let's look at the numbers, and let's see how we're doing. All right, so if we look at the main page here, the overview page, we have $322.15 sitting in the account. We have a net returns to date of $12.15. We are still at the starter account level. Hopefully, definitely by the end of this year, this will be at the basic level, and we'll be adjusting the account accordingly. And if we can get beyond that, that would be awesome. That'd be like the cherry on top. But as it stands, we're at the starter. So this is what I want to talk about. Let's go to our returns. For all time, we have 66 cents, and 2022 year to date, we have 19 cents in dividends. Appreciation, though, has changed. And this is what I'm really excited about, because I think it's important to understand that real estate does not just go up. It's just like any other type of investment. It goes up and down. And as you can tell here on the appreciation, I have lost 41 cents as of 2022. Okay, all time I have $11.49 of appreciation, but for this year specifically, as of right now, we've lost 41 cents. I don't have any advisory fees, and all time we have $12.15 that we've made, and for the year we've lost 22 cents when you add in the dividends and the appreciation together. So why is this important? Why am I excited about losing money? Well, let me clarify. I'm not excited about losing money, but it's really difficult to see the ups and downs of real estate on a day-to-day basis unless you are investing in REITs like you have here with Fundrise, or if you're going through a REIT through, a Robinhood or Webull or some other brokerage account. On there, you're able to see the ups and downs of real estate. You don't necessarily see it as much on Fundrise. This is actually the first time that I've seen a negative return. And I want to bring that to your attention, because if you're looking for an investment that is only going to go up, then you're never going to find that. Okay? Now, if you're looking for an investment that will go up over a 10, 20, 30, 40 year period, real estate is a great one. There are stocks out there. There are businesses out there that are have been trending upwards for decades and are very strong businesses, and you should do your research whenever you're looking for those. But my point is, if you're going to sit here and stress about the day-to-day, it's going to be very difficult for you to invest with an online brokerage or through something like Fundrise, where you can go in and actually see the day-to-day. With physical real estate, you don't see this very often, and that's why people think that real estate just goes up, and that's just not the case. There are ups and downs, but they trend. Real estate trends upwards over long time horizons. So just keep that in mind if you're going to start investing this year, or if you're going to start investing at all, that there are going to be days where you're in the negative. There are going to be days where you lose money. But as long as you're holding for decades at a time, typically you have a better chance of making money. just want to bring that to your attention. I thought it was really, really cool that we started off the year in the negative. Hopefully by the end of the year, we are no longer in the negative, and I don't expect to be in the negative. However, I wanted to bring that to your attention because I think it's truly important. If we go over to my goal, you can see actually here, the historical account value has been going upwards, obviously because we're adding money every week. We started off by adding $10 a week, and then we adjusted that to $30 a week. And I actually have my final real estate test on Thursday, which is I'm studying for. It's the national/state test. If I pass that, all I will need to do is get my fingerprints taken and recorded, and then I'll have to find a sponsoring broker, and then I will be a fully licensed real estate agent. And so as I start to build that career and start making money, I will adjust accordingly. I'm investing with Fundrise, investing with M1 Finance, Robinhood, Webull, and then of course building out my physical real estate property portfolio. And I'm really excited about being able to bring that type of content to the table for you guys to see, just seeing the nitty gritty, the ups, the downs, and everything in between. But with my historical account value, we've just been adding $30 a week, and really the end of 2021, we saw a massive spike in appreciation. We'd only had like $1 or $2 in appreciation and dividends leading into like that final week of December, and then for whatever reason it jumped up quite a bit, and I'm not mad about it. I'm really happy about it. So if we go over to my goals here, look at the details. Target amount is $1 million. That is what I want in this account. My goal is to build wealth utilizing Fundrise and all my other brokerage accounts, as well as my physical real estate portfolio. Target date is 2071. Definitely want to be a millionaire way before then. And so if I can push that target date, 20, 30 years, that would be fantastic. But as of right now, as it stands, we are on track to reach that by Q4 of 2071. This is where we currently are. We have a long way to go, as you can tell. The interesting thing here, though, is that it gives you a range. The solid line is the actual amount of money that I will probably have within the account, but there's an estimated amount. I could be well below that $1 million mark, or I can be well above it, ranging anywhere between $567,000 and $2.6 million in this account by 2071, which would be really, really cool. I'm really interested in what this account's gonna hold whenever we get to that point. If we run over here to performance, 2021 returns, we don't have any information for 2022. I believe we won't get that until the, annual returns that will become available once you have invested for at least the previous year. So I don't know when I'm going to get any of this information. I am assuming sometime next month, but I haven't been investing for a year. I won't get that until October. So this annual returns won't show up until then. In terms of 2022, I have no idea when that's going to show up. The really, really cool thing here, though, is that the Q4 returns on my interval fund, which is what I am 100% in. I don't have access to any other funds. There was a 13.8% return for Q4, and for my 2021, I had a 13.8% return, which is above what they estimate. Fundrise estimates between 7 and 12%, depending on the type of funds that you're invested in. And the cool thing is that the interval fund is ramping up. Now, of course, if you've been paying attention to any real estate news, last year was absolutely insane. Like, it was crazy. I don't expect that to continue into this year. It's going to slow. I definitely believe that real estate's going to cool down a little bit. It's going to probably fall between that 7 and 12% return for Fundrise. But in generally speaking, I don't think we're going to see some of the crazy spikes. I think there are some places that were appreciating, 20 and 30%, which is mind-numbing. I definitely don't see that moving into 2022. But who knows? Anything can happen. The interval fund is ramping up, and if we click into it, we can really dive into the details here. 100% of my portfolio is the interval fund. This will change as I hit that $1,000 mark, which should be probably in a few, 6 or so months, 7 months. Really, really excited about that. The estimated value of shares is $291.49. Position total is $322.15, $30, and some of my dividends, for the first time I've had dividend payout, and so I can go to transactions and I'll show that to you guys. But we have $30 pending, and so that won't come in until sometime either later this week, probably around Thursday or Fridays when it's going to fully go into the account. Until then, we're just chilling at our 291. So cost of shares owned, $280, quantity 22.791 shares, and the current NAV price is $12.79. Unpaid dividends is 66 cents, so we're pending on that. And the appreciation is $11.49. So you'll see the account slowly grow over time because real estate appreciates over long time horizons. Now, if we go over to transactions, this is really interesting to me because this is the first time that I'm able to do this. So dividend, I told you guys in previous videos that I assumed it was going to be in January when we got our dividend payout, simply because after a quarter ends, it's typically the first month following that quarter or the first month of the new quarter where dividends are paid out. So this is the first dividend payout of our account. I'm really excited, mainly because I want to track as our dividends grow over time. So we had in quarter 4 of 2021, we had a 47-cent dividend payout. It was issued today, actually. Right? Is today the 11th? Hold on. Yes, today's the 11th. It was issued out today, which is awesome. It was put back into my interval fund at 47 cents. Now, is 47 cents a lot? Absolutely not. It is minuscule, right? It's 2 quarters. But the crazy thing is at the end of the next quarter, we're going to be able to look back and see the change. And that's what I find so interesting. And even if we go back to overview here, I already have 19 cents in dividends for 2022. So for quarter 1 of 2022, we already have 19 cents, which is basically half of what we were paid out for the entire 4th quarter of 2021. So just to give you an idea of compound interest, the snowball effect, and the power of just being consistent with your investments is being showed already with such a small account. So just bear that in mind as you begin your journey into investing, that yes, people may laugh when you're making a quarter, and they may laugh when you're making $1, even $10. But all of a sudden, that $10 turns into 50, and then 100, and then 1,000, and then maybe even 2,000 or 3,000. And then all of a sudden, when you're making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 annually from your dividends, people start asking questions. How did you do this, and how did you do that, and you paid for your vacation through your dividends, through your investments? I wish I could do that. I just don't have the money, and they don't recognize that you've been taking the time and working really, really hard and being very diligent with your money. I share this information with you not to brag or anything like that, but to show you how powerful it can be to invest your money now and not wait until you have the perfect budget or when life's problems have disappeared. Because the thing is, there's never a perfect time. Life is always throwing something at you. The budget is always changing. You're doing something new. You're going on vacation. The car breaks down, what have you. And so if you can automate your investments now and you can implement and have your money work for you while you're working your day job and maybe even a side hustle if you have that, all of a sudden 10, 15, 20 years from now, you're looking back and you can retire on the dividend payouts that your investments are giving you. You couple that with maybe a couple of real estate properties, or maybe you're really into real estate like I am and you have this massive portfolio, and all of a sudden you're putting money and making money work for you in ways that you never thought possible. And it all started with a small dream, and it all started with a little bit of work ethic, and it all started with a little bit of automation and a little bit of diligence, and you'll become one of those individuals that doesn't have to worry about your finances. I'm not a financial advisor, but I understand the power of compound interest, and I understand that if I am able to get my money to work for me while I'm sleeping, then I'll never have to worry about money again. So make sure you do your due diligence, make sure you find a financial professional, and make sure that you do the type of research that you need to and that you're comfortable with, so that when you do start investing, you're making the best decisions for you, your family, and your finances. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Oscar. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next week in another video.